Hi guys, today we are going to do tips for 5th and 6th grade. I'm going to be doing it, and even I was going to be doing tips for 7th and 8th grade. So yeah.
So the school season is
Coming up.
Yeah, it's fastly approaching, and Nicolina is entering into 6th grade. If you're wondering, I'm entering into the 9th, so I'm a freshman I'm going to be a freshman this year. And I figured since I've experienced 7th and 8th grade, I should do tips for 7th and 8th grade, which are basically the same. They're both middle school. And she should do tips for 5th and 6th. Again, she's entering 6th grade, so she doesn't know everything about 6th grade. But we figured that 5th and 6th grade are the same, so it won't really matter. So we're just going to go back and forth and give you our tips to have a successful year. So, Nicolina?
First tip, be yourself.
So elaborate. Talk about each of the tips.
Oh yeah, don't change yourself for somebody else.
So yeah, my first tip is to not get involved with drama. So it's kind of like the same, not really, but so just don't get involved with pointless drama that really didn't matter in the first place. And if it's not like something that involves you or someone said about you, just ignore it and just don't get into it. There's other important things to do.
Number 2, make yourself comfortable. Don't be awkward or anything, just, feel free.
My second tip is a little strange, but it's kind of, it makes sense, right? It's kind of like I've experienced it, not like myself, but I've seen people not eat and drink normally at breaks, and they don't eat and they never have lunches. Basically, tip 2 is to always eat and drink at school. Keep yourself hydrated, keep the nutrition going. Always bring a lunch, because it's really important to be able to do well in school and do well and be happy all the time. It's really hard to do that if you haven't ate or if you haven't drank.
Number 3, focus on yourself and nobody else. So don't worry about other people if it doesn't involve you, like she said. Don't make yourself come second. Always put yourself first. So.
My third tip is to always talk to your teachers. Your teachers know best. They're the ones who are teaching you. And if you have a problem, even not school related, and from personal experience, you always have to talk to your teachers, or you don't have to, but I think it's nice to talk to your teachers because I think if you have a more personal, if you talk to them and you know them more personally than just your teacher, I think your class will be a more enjoyable class. So.
Number 4, focus in class. Focus in class, so you actually know this stuff instead of not knowing it, and then you'll get good grades.
So my fourth tip is to make sure you understand your homework and your schoolwork. If your teacher is talking about something that you really aren't strong at, or you don't really have a personal preference to, or you just don't get it at all, and you don't understand it, go to your teachers. Like I said again, talk to your teachers, but this time it's on more academic level. If you don't get something, your homework, you can always ask a friend, but always ask someone and review it, because if you don't understand it and a test comes up, then you had a chance to do something about it, but you didn't, so you weren't responsible.
Number 5, try not to get in trouble. Try not to get in trouble because it won't do you any good, so just try your best not to.
Tip 5 for me is make school the first priority in your life over any activities. If you take any sports, cheerleading, whatever, any kind of clubs, any activities, anything, just put school first because it's your first priority. And my parents tell me this all the time. Like, I used to take dance and I used to be really behind on my homework sometimes, and they always used to tell me to put school as a first priority and stuff, and that's why I had to quit dance. But basically, it's just always put school as your first priority, and over any activities, it's the most important thing. It guarantees you a future, and always do your homework first because that also guarantees you to understand more.
Number 6, act mature for your age. Act mature for your age because some of them don't, and they act like 3-year-olds.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I know there's some people in my class, like she said, if you act like a 3-year-old, you're not only annoying your teachers, you're probably annoying your classmates too. They probably just want to tell you to shut up because you're annoying them as well.
And yell at you and punch you.
Yeah. So Yeah, that's not a good way to go. Number 6 is join clubs and get involved. School should be a place where you want to come to school and you're happy to come there and you like going there. It shouldn't be a place where you complain all the time. And I honestly don't like people at all who complain about school because it's really not that bad. You have all your friends. It's not like you're alone. So basically join clubs and get involved. If you can join clubs at school, it's probably not going to be during your breaks. It's probably not going to be during your school hours. So if you join a club at school, it'll be guaranteed for you to meet more friends that you didn't know before and for you to have more fun at school.
Okay, number 7 for me is surround yourself with good people. Don't surround yourself with bad people that will get you in trouble and that will make you fall back in school.
Yeah. My tip number 7 is to come to school happy. It kind of has something to do with the clubs, and if you do clubs, you'll be happy. But in general, just come to school positive and happy, because if you look happy, I guarantee you that other people that you know around you will be more happy.
Go.
I'm done. Or you don't have any more? Oh yeah, so Nicolina had 7 tips. I had 8, so I'm just going to say my last one. And my last tip is pretty important. It kind of guarantees with all this stuff it's to be organized and to not clutter your locker or your binder or any of that stuff in the 7th, 8th, 9th, whatever this goes on. To not clutter your locker or your binder, because you have to be organized, and if you're organized you can do more things like find your schoolwork easier, you can understand it because it's more organized. There's just so many possibilities if you have a more organized life.
Kind of like with the desks that you have in elementary school. You have to keep it organized or else everything's going to be lost.
Another thing, like they do in elementary school, they have desks. In the 7th and the 8th grade, and all the way up, you don't have desks anymore. You can't leave your stuff in your desk all day. After one period, you have to take your stuff out and bring it to another desk in a different room. You have to keep doing that. That's why you can't have all your pencils out. Then you're going to have to keep taking them and putting them and just carrying them all around. It's great to have a pencil case and a binder and just slip your binder in the desk, take your binder. Don't really need anything else but your binder and your stuff. So that was our tips. We hope you guys enjoyed and found these things helpful, because the school year is fastly approaching. For Nicolina, her school is pretty soon, right?
Yeah, in what is it? 18 days.
18. Mine is, I'm not sure. Mine is sometime in the beginning of September. So both schools are pretty close, and we have to start looking out for things like this and what we're going to do differently, especially because we're starting, obviously, New Year's.
We will be making more videos, but as soon as she leaves, I'm going to stop. So
yeah, we may just
stop when she leaves, because it's not going to be the same, because it's going to be weird. So we're just going to keep on making videos as much as we can.
And yeah,
thank you for the 2 subscribers who subscribe to us.
Yeah,
it means a lot. So please comment and like at least, and
Bye.
subscribe. Adios.